Hey, I'm Hope.
And I'm Mary. Welcome to our channel, and we are at
Legoland New York opening day!
That's right, it's opening day at Legoland New York, and I have to say it's freezing cold. It's only in the 40s, but we are here to check out everything that's new and everything that's exciting. Are we ready?
Yeah!
Ready, set, go!
One thing that's different at Legoland New York this year is their parking lot. If you visited last year, you may recognize this area here as their standard parking where you could park last year. However, this year it's changed. That is now preferred parking. Adjacent to the entrance over there, you will now have the disability section, the same place it was as it was last year. And then what was standard parking last year is now preferred. It is $20 a day extra to add on top of what you would pay for parking. The first thing we needed to do was to have our annual passes added on to the app. You can actually just do that at home. I unfortunately happened to delete the email with the order number on it, so I needed that order number in order for it to go onto my app on my phone. So I just needed to go into guest services once I was in the park. And I had kept the Q code from the order. Yes, I know. I kept the Q code, but deleted the order number. So we just had to go into guest services right here, and they were great. And in a matter of minutes, they had it added on to the app. And I love that they have this little room set up with building Legos and movies playing so that if you do need to take care of anything with guest services, your child can stay entertained. And guest services is located as soon as you enter the park. You make a right and walk right into this building, and it's the first section. Once that was taken care of, our next stop was the big shop. Not to shop for anything just yet, but to convert some cash that Hope had received for Christmas and for her birthday into a card. Legoland New York is completely cashless. They do not take cash. So what they do have is a machine where you can take your cash, put it in, and you get a prepaid MasterCard. It works just like a credit card, like a debit card. It has that set amount of money that you put on it. And I really appreciate that they do not charge a fee to use the machine. Some places like Great Wolf Lodge, which is also a cashless resort, they have the same style of machine, but they do charge a fee. I think it was $2, and I just don't like it. I know it's like a $2 fee, and that's not so much, but if you're going to be a cashless business and require someone to use a card, then you should give that service complimentary. Legoland New York was open today from 10 to 5. We arrived about 11 o'clock, and as we walked out onto Brick Street, I realized that the park was empty. It was really, really empty. I'm not sure if it had to do with the weather forecast was awful for the day. It was very cold, very windy, and the forecast was also calling for rain for most of the day. For whatever reason, it didn't feel like opening day. That excitement wasn't really here. Not that we didn't have a fantastic day. We absolutely did. It just didn't feel like opening day at the park. One thing Hope was so excited to do was to go into the creative workshop. In the past, this was the building, they used to have little classrooms and do little builds there, but they've changed it. And now it's where they have their master builders. And it is absolutely fantastic. The back there shows them actually working on all the different builds, and they are so amazing with all the guests. They are so willing and excited to talk to everybody about what they're doing and what they're building. Everything is so original. And the guys that were there on this particular day, they were building things that were going right out into the park. One guy showed me a structure he was building, and he said it took him over a month, and it was going out into Miniland. And they said that they're constantly building things and changing things up because they always want the park to be different and evolve and have new things to look and admire. And you could see Hope here. She was taking apart and checking out one of their puzzles that they had put together. They encourage it and really want the kids to figure out exactly what's going on. I just can't say enough. They're just so fantastic here. Hope probably would have been happy spending the whole day in this building, just figuring out their puzzles and building and talking to them. But I did manage to convince her that it was time to go out to the park and do other things. And up next was to ride the Lego Factory Adventure. The Lego Factory Adventure is a trackless ride that takes you on a journey of becoming a minifigure. It's very cute. I wish it was a little longer. It's a very short ride, but it's very cute and very fun.
At the end of the Lego Factory Adventure, you exit into, of course, a gift shop, but there's a section where you can build a minifigure, and basically they have everything set up, so you grab the holder here, and it fits 3 minifigures, and then you choose from all the parts. You pick an accessory, the head, the body, the legs, and you put 3 together, and for the 3, it's $16.99, or you can just buy one for $7.99. One thing you'll never see us do is record or take pictures on any of the rides because they are very, very strict here at Legoland New York. They tell you do not take your phone out, your camera, they don't want to see it. They will stop the ride and, ask you to please put your phone or camera away. So we obviously are not rule breakers and we don't want to get in trouble. So yeah, the footage you ever see, it will be when I just video the ride in motion and not while we're on it. And there's definitely construction going on right next to the Lego Factory Adventure ride. I have no idea what it is. It could just be a little refreshing and remodeling, but they definitely have walls up and some construction vehicles. So we'll have to snoop around and see if we can get some info about this.
Lego Ninjago The Ride is a game like Ride where you need to play with your hands so you can save Ninjago from the Great Devourer.
It's a pretty cool 3D ride, right? Do we have to wear glasses on this?
Yes,
Here, I think we could just...
you can only wear 3D glasses if you want to see everything in the best experience possible.
Another fun thing that Legoland New York has is they have these stations set up throughout the park where you can go and trade your minifigures. It's a lot of fun. Hope loves it. Every time we go, she picks one or two of her older minifigures that she doesn't want, and she goes there to trade them. They always seem to have a really good selection too, like not just common minifigures. So I don't know if they add a whole bunch to the mix of what kids turn in, because there's always a great variety. Today they had ones from the Dungeons and Dragons collection and the Disney collection too.
Hoppy, what was over here? Come here. What was this here?
Playground.
Oh, that's right. This area had like a cube section where you can crawl inside of, and I guess that's been taken down. I don't know if they're going to put it back or put something new there in its place. Oh, I get a pair too?
Absolutely.
Oh, awesome. And a pop badge?
Absolutely.
Thank you. How cute is this?
So yes, at the beginning of Peppa Pig Playground, they had a station set up where they were handing out Peppa Pig ears and also a Peppa Pig pop badge, which was really, really adorable. Peppa Pig's Playground is designed in the style of Lego Duplo blocks. So that can give you a clear indication that this section of the park is really tailored to the youngest visitors. I think this is going to be a great place for toddlers to really enjoy themselves. But even though obviously Hope was way too big to do anything in this part of the park, as someone who she used to love Peppa Pig, I loved Peppa Pig too. So it was fun to still walk through and look at everything that they designed with the series. One thing we discovered that if you walk all the way to the back of the Peppa Pig Playground and go around here and over to the right, you're going to find that there's a building with a door and it says Quiet Room. And these are areas that Legoland seems to do so well. If you have someone in your family, maybe he or she has autism or sensory needs, these quiet rooms are a perfect place for them to just chill out and take a break from the chaos of the park. Now, obviously, it's designed for very young children, but don't let that deter you. It is a quiet space that blocks out all the noise from the park. They have these other sections where maybe if you're nursing a baby or you just need to get away from the craziness for a few minutes, these rooms are great. In the summertime, they're great to go inside and get a little cool air. And on a day like today, it was great to go here and warm up for a few minutes. Last year, they had one of these quiet rooms up in the Lego City area, and they had in the little rooms with the chairs, they actually had the swings, and Hope adored spending some time on those swings. So after we relaxed for a little bit and admired everything that the room had to offer, we headed back out into the world of Peppa Pig. The next area in the park you're going to come across is the Lego Castle area, home to the Dragon Coaster, which is by far the biggest thrill ride of the park. Unfortunately, when we were walking into the area, we noticed it wasn't running. I did ask the model citizen who was at the entrance of the ride, and yes, it was down at that time, and she said that she wasn't able to comment. It may go up, it may not go up, but that they activated their rainy day policy. They call it their guest experience promise, and basically what it says is that Legoland's open rain or shine, but if the weather gets so bad that guests can't really enjoy their stay, or if too many of their attractions are down for whatever reason, they will activate this promise and they will allow you to receive a return ticket for another day for the rest of their operating season. Now, we're season pass holders. We live very close to Legoland, New York. So obviously, this policy doesn't apply to us. It does not apply to season pass holders. Because it makes sense. A season pass holder can just choose not to come that day or come back a different day. Whereas if you're a family planning this trip and you're driving hours to get here, it makes sense that they would want you to enjoy the day. And if the weather or something else gets in the way, that they want you to come back and have a better experience. Up next was Lego City, where Hope and I were looking forward to enjoying one of our favorite snacks here at the park.
Okay, so we have our apple fries, and these are them. And they come with whipped cream, but we asked for our whipped cream on the side
Because I gave it up.
for Lent, so she can't have whipped cream till Easter Sunday, so we had that, but it's always good to dip them in. For $1 more, you could get caramel sauce, but we don't really like that, so we didn't get that. So here, you give it a try. Let's see. First apple fries of the year at Legoland, New York. I did not give up whipped cream. This is like the only food that's really good at Legoland, New York. Well, as of last year. I'm really hoping this year they stepped up their game and they have better options, because it's last year and the years before it was just not good. But Granny's apple fries, you have to try them. So good. And you can get them with ice cream or the caramel sauce. You can get them in a sundae, but we just like the plain ones. They're just so good.
Lego City feels like one of the largest lands to me at Legoland New York. It has a lot of things. It has a little playground area. It actually has the only attraction, the Lego driving school, and that's the only attraction where you can age out. If you're older than 13, you can't ride it. But we were headed over towards the movie theater where they show Lego 4D short movies. And usually they have 3 or 4 different ones running throughout the day. So you could actually go back and watch different ones. Before we got there, though, we decided to go ride the Ocean Explorer, which is the swing ride over in the corner there. And we also noticed that the Legoland Coast Guard Academy, which is this little boat ride here, was not yet up and running. And it's usually not. This is one of Legoland's rides that is seasonal. It will usually run from Memorial Day through Labor Day, and then they close it down. And you could see they didn't even have it filled with water yet. Like I said, the movie theater is a really fun experience, and it's one you can do a couple of times during your day there because they do show different movies. The one that we were seeing is the Lego Friends movie. They have one themed to Mythica. They have another one themed to Lego City. At Halloween time, they had a Halloween themed one. That one's not playing now. And if you're curious, if you want to know which one you're going to see, if you just ask the model citizens at the beginning, they'll let you know. And then you can decide if you want to come back a different time and see a different one. And they run the movies. I think they run them like every 20 minutes or so. It's like a 15-minute film. So it's really cute and fun. Just be prepared to get wet. One area where we knew we would not be getting wet today was the Lego City water playground. That's another attraction that's not going to open. I'm guessing much closer till like Memorial Day. It says coming this summer, but I think Memorial Day weekend is when they'll open it up, since Memorial Day is usually the traditional start of summer. So when you get to the end of Lego City, where the water playground is, but before you enter into the pirate area, which is the next section of the park, you're going to come across the Lego minifigure Sky Flyer. And that's Legoland's sky system to take you from the bottom of the park, right after Lego City, up to Brick Street. And then you can also get the Sky Flyer up from Brick Street to go down into Lego City. And if you're a family that has a stroller or someone in your family with a wheelchair, this is definitely something you may want to consider, because walking up through Miniland can be really tough while pushing a wheelchair or a stroller. Lego Pirate Area has quite a variety of attraction. There are 3 rides, 2 of which though are water rides, so those attractions will not open till later in the season. There's also a restaurant where you can eat, the Brickbeard's Food Market. And then there's also some games that you can play. And again, they're cashless, so you need to have a card to play those games. And there's the Lego Pirate Playground, which is this huge pirate ship that is a playground, and it is a lot of fun. Now, the 2 water rides, one is called Splash Battle, and the other one is called Rogue Riders. That's what this one is here, Rogue Riders. And actually, I was shocked. There were people in line for it. They were actually, I guess, operating it. We never saw it actually go, but there were people online, which I can't even imagine going on it because it was so cold today. But yeah, there were people definitely online for it. There were employees there looking like they were ready to get it to go. So it looks like this one is up and running. As we made our way out of the pirate area, we headed on up the path towards Miniland, which is the next area of the park. And this pathway will take you all the way up through Miniland and lead you right back to the beginning of the park up at Brick Street. Miniland is really incredible. It really is something that you should take your time and walk through and enjoy it all. There's just so much to see.
As you walk through Miniland, during the different months and different seasons, sometimes they'll have little scavenger hunts. They hide. So right now, it's Easter time. So it says, can you spot all of the Lego Easter eggs and Miniland? And you'll find various ones hidden along the walkway. I can see, yep, I see where the first one is, right in there. And it's cute. It's very cute, and it'll change seasonally, depending on the season or the holiday it is. But it's fun to walk through. It adds another layer on to looking at Miniland. Where is it?
Bionicle!
Oh, there it is. The
Bionicle!
Bionicle egg. Oh my goodness. Silly me. And one of the really cool things about Miniland is that so much is interactive. There are things to step on and push, and it will make the displays just come to life.
I really love that part of the Miniland is themed after Goshen, New York. That Legoland took the time to build kind of a tribute to the home where Legoland New York is, the town of Goshen. And they did that by building some of the historical sites at Goshen, New York, which is really cool, including this. This is the Goshen Harness Racing Museum. And actually, if your family's taking a trip here and you have some time to spare, you're looking for something else to do, I would definitely suggest traveling into the town of Goshen to the Harness Racing Museum. It is really a lot of fun and a lot of history that's taken place there. And just to take a minute out and talk about the bathroom situation, and I know it's a weird thing, but if you're a special needs family, you get it. Bathrooms are very important to us. Unfortunately, all the bathrooms at Legoland that I've encountered have the automatic flushers. So if you know, you know. If you have to deal with it, you have someone who can't stand those automatic flushers, bring your Post-it notes. They'll help you out. And while all the bathrooms also had the very loud, blowy hand dryers, at least this one also had one of the paper towel dispensers. So you can try to bypass the loudness of the hand dryers.
There is a stand back by the bathrooms in Legoland that serves smoothies and shakes, and I have always wanted to try one, and it is never opened. Never opened. So there were two workers there, and they heard me say that, and they said, "Oh, you have to come this weekend. We have our grand opening this weekend." So I have a feeling that's another reason
There's
why.
another one!
There's another egg. Why they may be doing the rainy day policy, because I think a lot of places, as we're walking through, are not quite opened yet, but it seems like they're really preparing for this weekend. So maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll get a shake then.
We did make our way back up to Brick Street and decide we did want a snack, so we got a pretzel from this cart that was opened.
We stopped to get one of the pretzels. It came with one sauce. You could choose a cheese dip. This is honey mustard or frosting. And we'll let you know how it is.
Yum yum!
Oh, it's warm. We actually walked a place over into Smokey's Barbecue because it's just so cold outside. You guys get out of the cold for a while. What do you think? Good? Not so bad. A little dry. We're not pay for this. You're missing my receipt. So this was, I think this came to, it was $10.99 and then I got my pass holder discount on it. So it came to about $9.50. It's not bad. It's okay. It's like from the mall, like an Auntie Anne's. It's that kind of a pretzel. It's soft. Let's try it with the dip. But this is the sweet. She said it was a sweet honey mustard. You want to try it? Sweet honey mustard? No. Oh, good. It's not bad. They also had a cinnamon sugar pretzel, but Hope wasn't interested in that. How come? Don't you like cinnamon sugar pretzels? I thought you liked them, no? Like the ones Sissy gets at the mall? No, more of a plain girl?
After our snack, the last thing we had on our list of things to do was to shop. Hope wanted to pick up the new collectible mini landers. This is new to this year. It's limited edition and it's exclusive to Legoland New York. There are 6 in total in the collection and 2 were available today. Professor Brick and the Legoland Guest. They're bigger in size than the regular minifigures, and they cost $14.99 each, and you can get, if you're a season pass holder, you can get your discount with them. Then the last stop was the big shop, which I've never seen a Lego store so big as this with such an assortment of merchandise. Hope had been saving for a long time to pick out a very special set that she wanted from Lego Dreams, so she went inside and was on the hunt to find it.
So that's going to be a wrap for us here today, opening day at Legoland New York. They definitely seem like they're getting geared up for the weekend, almost like today was a trial opening day, because there were a lot of things that were not operating. I guess now I really do understand why they were doing the rainy day pass. But it was a great day. It's very chilly, but it was an awesome day. Did you have an awesome day?
Hooray!
Hooray! So we're going to go home, and I think someone's going to build their Lego set. And thanks, guys, everyone, for journeying with us, and join us in our next video.
Bye!
Bye!
See you next time!
Bye!